CVA's Accura Series, Bergara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
All right, welcome back, everyone. This week's Pictures of the Week are being brought to you by Flowers Garden Center. Hey, they opened last weekend, so guys, if you're in the doghouse, I know how you can get out.
You got to get in the greenhouse.
You got to get in the greenhouse to get out of the doghouse.
That's right.
Oh, what you got? Oh man, look at that.
This is a good gobbler right here. This is a 12-inch beard on this gobbler. And this was sent in to us, and you probably remember this is from Gary Smith, and he was part of New Vision Ministries up there in Westmoreland. When we went up there and spoke with them, we met Gary. So I want to give him a shout out. That is a fine looking gobbler. And we'll actually have another picture here in a week or so of him. He actually ended up getting 2 in 2 days.
Oh man.
This is 9-year-old Noah Gwynn, and I'm actually going to be going down and hunting with his dad this weekend.
Awesome.
And this is his first bird he got this past weekend on the juvenile, and it's a nice bird, so we want to give a shout out to Noah, tell him congratulations. And a lot of you guys will probably recognize this fella here. This is our friend Justin Miller. And man, I tell you, he has been hard on the birds this year. He shot them in Hawaii, Mississippi, Tennessee. But anyhow, this is the group that he took on juvenile weekend, and they were able to get a double. So I want to say congratulations to them. And then right here on the end, this is Miss Tanya Marcel, and this is her first ever gobbler that she ever killed.
Nice.
And she sent us this picture through Facebook this past week. So I want to say congratulations to her, and keep after them, keep those pictures coming. You can send your pictures to us here at the studio, 474 James Robertson Parkway, or better yet, just send them on Facebook. Get them to us there, on Instagram, whichever's best for you, and we'll get them up here just as quick as we can.
All right, we appreciate all those pictures, and man, some fine birds are being taken.
There have been. There's
12-inch beard.
12-inch beard.
That's
I've never been able to hit that mark.
Yeah, I haven't either. I've
mark.
killed one a little over 11.
All the birds I've killed.
But never killed a 12.
That bird Brandon killed Saturday evening, he had a rope on him.
It was a good bird.
I mean, he was thick.
And
I'd have never guessed he was.
well,
what
I
he
did
was.
take one that had 13.5-inch beard once.
Golly.
I hadn't tried a beard that
Perry
long.
County.
But I killed some big spurt. But I will say that bird this weekend, when we got up on him, and we'll be sharing it with everybody in a couple of weeks, the footage, but when we got up on the bird, well, I was expecting to pick it up, and I mean have a set of hooks like this. I mean, this bird was huge. Weighed just below 25 pounds. My scale's not digital, but it was just under 25 pounds, and that's a big turkey.
Sure.
But it had the beard this thick, just a little over 10.5 inches, and we get up on that bird, and it has got a 2-year-old spur on it. It is I mean, the biggest 2-year-old bird. I couldn't believe it when I picked that thing up, you know, and I'm just looking at Danny, and even he said, he's like, man, I can't believe it don't have no spurs. But I guess it was a very well-nourished 2-year-old turkey, is all I can say, because it was a big bird. But,
I heard that.
We feed them good up there in Westmoreland.
Feed them good,
In the off season, we
good.
take care of them. I mean, we really do. I mean, I like to baby them turkeys. So Pam and Neil really have been good to me to let me hunt their farm, and I try to give back to them and make it good for them during their season and everything. So we do. We in the off season, I mean, spend a lot of time out there, put our boots on the ground, and just take care of our animals.
All the time, I mean, year round, it never stops. I mean, we hunt them for 6 weeks, and we manage them for, you know, all year. It's the same with turkeys and deer and everything. But, you know, it just goes to show, too, just knowing your birds. When we were successful on that hunt, because Andy knew the birds and he knew what they were doing, and also he used, and we tell people all the time to do this, but he used some landowner information. That kind of knew where the birds had been in the evening, and we basically got ahead of them, and called, and they would gobbled and gobbled. I mean, but they just wouldn't come closer. And I guess it just finally, they just couldn't take any more, and they come over that fence, and when they did, you know, it was 20 plus birds came in on us. But really that hunt was attributed to the fact that he works on it year round, and he knew, you know, what those birds were going to be doing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, in the afternoons, that's imperative.
I still say that scouting is one of the key things, not the calling, it's just knowing where they're headed, where they're going, and being there before.
And a lot of people bypass that, I think, with turkeys. You know, they scout they scout deer for weeks, you know, but then turkeys, you know, where are your birds roosting? Well, yeah, I'm not sure. Last year they was over here, but You scout them just like you would anything. You know, get out there and learn what they're doing because it makes a big
And I'm
difference.
going to give you a little heads up. It's been my experience. Everybody goes, well, if it'll gobble, I got him. That's not necessarily true.
No.
I have seen them.
Those are the hunts I like, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Those are the hunts I like. I go to and hunt a lot of places every year that I've never set foot on, and I like that part of the game of trying to figure out. And I don't know if it's just instinct or just I've been hunting for so long, but I can look at an area and I just think to myself, there's going to be a turkey right
Where would I want to go?
Yep.
Right. Where would I want?
And then I'll go set up in there and wait on them to gobble, and then go to them when they do. And then my mind has to start working to figure out that setup.
Yeah.
You know, what they're going to do here, what they're going to do there, what's the land like. And setup is everything to me because my biggest thing is I do not want to set up in a place where I'm going to be trapped there. If that field or whatever fills up with turkeys and then they move off from me, if I've got to get out in the open to move on those birds, and I've set up in the wrong spot.
Yeah, and you know we all have different styles.
And I keep that in my mind 100%.
Yours is more aggressive. You have a more aggressive style of turkey hunting anyway.
Right.
And it's been very successful for you.
We never hunted together, but it turns out we hunt just alike.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just really aggressive on the style of hunting, the spot and stalk, and then working your way to get into that 100-yard zone of that turkey to where they're callable. It's very easy to call a turkey to where he wants to go. You know, and getting inside that circle. I mean, you can be 250 yards off, and sometimes he'll gobble at you, but be going away from him because he just wants to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, just the scouting alone of doing that, like for me, as the season progresses, and we start getting the warmer and warmer temperatures keep going up, you're going to see the farmers going to start plowing the fields. They're too wet right now, but they're going to start plowing those fields. Well, when they start plowing them, the edges of those plowed fields make great dust bowls because the insects are going to start up on the turkeys.
A lot of that is just knowing what turkeys do.
That's you got to know their habits.
Turkeys do. It's not really about what you scouted out or whatever. It's just kind of knowing what turkeys like and what they do.
That's right.
And when it rains, I go to a field.
Yep.
You know, when it's
Because
cloudy
they're
day,
gonna be
I'm in a
there.
field.
Yeah.
When
I
it's
had
hot,
somebody ask
I'm
me the
going
other
to
day,
the
why do you go to a field when it's raining because you're going to get wet? Well, what they don't understand is those leaves that are coming out on those trees and those limbs hold water. And after it rains and after the rain's gone, I mean, it could be sun coming out. It's still going to be raining in those woods.
And those birds are
turkeys
getting out
don't
of
like
it.
it.
That's
They
right.
don't like that.
They're going to go to that field and
And I'll
get
tell you
out.
something else they don't like. They don't like tall grass.
I've heard a lot of methods on that, and why a turkey goes to a field. Basically, I think it just with all the things moving in the woods and the sound of the rain falling in the woods and everything else, it just eliminates two of their defenses.
Yeah.
That's right.
So they get out in the woods, out in the field where they can see a long distance all the way around them.
That's right.
They can hear better, you know,
Yeah.
and it just makes them feel more comfortable, I think. I don't think.
And I'll tell you
anything
something else.
other than
They
that.
don't like their feathers wet. They
No,
do
they
not.
don't.
They
No.
want to be able to fly at any given second, split second. So they don't like. So if you got a field, and we keep saying fields, we don't clarify ourselves enough. I'm not going to hunt a field that's got sage grass 2.5 to 3 feet
I'd rather
tall.
be in the woods. If
I'd
I got a field like that, I'm going to the woods.
I'm talking pastures.
Yeah.
We're talking pasture. We're talking
talking ag
where a
fields.
bush hog's gone over,
Yes.
a cultivated field.
And
If it's
we
something
have the
like that.
toughest time with wheat because the wheat gets up so tall this time of year that the hens will nest in it and the gobblers hang out around it, but they don't want to go over in there.
But I'll tell you something else too, and I've killed them on logging roads. I like to hunt logging
Any
roads.
kind of clearing.
I think that they'll cut a road that's cut through a field that's got tall sage grass. There's your what I call a pinch point or a funnel. They're going to come down.
That's
that road.
what we did the other day.
That's exactly what happened.
We had a grown-up
All you have
field.
to do was call me.
I heard you was down there in a good spot yourself.
Yeah.
Talk about calling somebody.
We didn't ever get no pictures, but we knew you was after them.
I was after him, brother. I was after him. But I tell you what, I love the challenge of the hunt because, and I can't convey that enough to everybody, is we're doing something that's right opposite of what nature's doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mainly the gobbler comes out there, he'll gobble 4 or 5 times. Well, that's his call to tell the hens, I'm available, come to me.
Yep.
But instead, we set up, we act like a bunch of sexy hens because we're telling him, hey, we're over here, we got our lipstick on, you need to come over here.
Yeah.
And that's right the opposite.
It is.
Yeah, and I think that I tell people all the time on Facebook, talking to them and everything else, it's just as important when not to call
That's
as
right.
it is when to call.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter what you say a whole lot, but it matters when you say it and when you don't say nothing.
That's right.
I've had gobblers out there before that were just burning it up, but they wasn't getting any closer, and then I'd go cold and shut up, and here they come.
They come in looking.
Right.
They want to see where it came from.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
just-
we got to go.
Yep, we got to jump over and do this week's product of the week. Our product of the week's been brought to you by our friends over at Candy Fork Outdoors. You can go down and see Ryan and his gang over here at the Donaldson Plaza Shopping Center, or you can go down and see Joel and the rest of the family right there at the Center Hill Dam exit, right there at the Big Rock Market.
And Brandon, by the way, go check out Candy Fork Outdoors on Facebook, the Donaldson store. Jackson Kayak is having a truckload sale going on at Candy Fork Outdoors. So go buy, this is the best time in the world if you want to get
it
in
is.
kayaks. Best time in the world to buy those kayaks is during this sale event, and it's a truckload sale, so it's huge. Go by there and check them out. Candy Fork Outdoors, check them out on Facebook. Hey, this week we have got a unique little booger here.
It is. I'm ready to use it.
Yeah, it kind of looks weird and everything, but I'm gonna put it up against my hand so you can kind of see it, like this. I don't know how well we see it. It's a twin-tail grub. Yeah, that'll be great. My hand's kind of pinkish. So it's a twin-tail grub. It is put on a great head, like a shaky head, but it has one single weed guard, one metal weed guard that will help you out tremendously. Snow Spin Lures. If you know Chris Snow, you know where Snow Mountain is at Center Hill. His family owns that. So they run Snow Mountain. So call him, give him a jingle on Facebook, but it's Snow Spin Lures. Tell you what, that's a mean little rig right now because those fish are fixing to go shallow, big boys. And I'll tell you what, that'll bring them out of those rocks for you right there. So if you want to do good, try some Snow Spin. He's got some great lures coming out. Hey, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to open up our phone lines here at 737-7767. We'll be glad to answer any question you might have. Be right back with more Southern Woods and Water.